My name's Hollie Zach, and I was born in Melbourne, Florida. Both of my parents were alcoholics growing up. My dad was a functioning alcoholic. My mother, not so much. She left my dad, so my dad was stuck with two girls, raising them by himself. He was brokenhearted over my mom leaving, and so he dove deeper into his addiction with alcohol and stuff. So growing up was, sometimes dad would come home happy, sometimes he came home angry. We didn't know which dad we would have coming home. So that was a difficult childhood growing up. I quickly took over the mother role for my sister and my dad, cooking, cleaning. Once I grew up, didn't really go to school much. My dad left early in the morning and didn't come home till late. So I got into horseback riding as a teenager and had an accident, got thrown off my horse, and hurt my back and got prescribed pain medication and got addicted to it from that point forward. Hit hardcore from the beginning. It made me feel numb. It made me feel happy. I thought that was happy. For once I wasn't feeling hurt. I wasn't feeling anything, and I liked it. And I didn't want to ever have to feel those emotions I bottled up for so long, as a kid. And so that was my release. I didn't have to feel anymore. And I just dove right in, changed who I was as a person. Couldn't do anything without it. It's all I thought about. It consumed me. I would do anything and everything to get it. It had me, my mind deceived in thinking that that was the most important thing in life. I ended up getting really sick with endocarditis, and I didn't even know that I had it. I had a stroke and couldn't walk or talk, so I went to the emergency room and found out that I had a stroke, and I thought that was it for me. I didn't see any light at the end of the tunnel. At that point, I just didn't care if I died or not. I got sick again and ended up having to have open heart surgery. I had to have 2 valves replaced and an emergency pacemaker because my heart wouldn't start on its own. And the doctor told me after I did that, that if I ever used again, I would die. Ended up on life support. I was in respiratory failure, heart failure, and kidney failure. And the doctor said that there was no way I was going to make it without heart surgery. Nobody would do heart surgery on me again because I had already messed that up. So my family had to make the decision. And it's strange because I don't remember none of this. I have to hear it through my family's point of view. So it's really difficult when you're just knocked out in the hospital and then you come to and you don't have any idea this is happening. So I think all my hospital stays, it was hard for me to comprehend really what I was doing to my family, what I was doing to everybody around me. But my sister sat me down and talked about when my dad had to make the decision whether to pull the plug or to put a trach in me. And either way, they said I was going to pass away. But my sister talks about how when my dad was talking to the doctor, how his lip was quivering. And I can't get that out of my head now. I could just see my family having to make that decision. It's horrible. No father, no sister, mother should ever have to make that decision about their their kids, and something just clicked in my head when my sister told me that story for the first time. Like, I really wanted a different life. We were looking for a rehab for me to go to, and nobody would take me, would accept me because of all my medical problems, my medical history. Kept getting turned down, and we found Justin's place. As soon as I read the paperwork about Justin's place, I knew this was the place for me. I knew, like, without a doubt, I had a peace about me that God was gonna send me to the right place. I was like, he didn't bring me through all this just to, like, drop me there, you know? When I was getting denied over and over again, I was like, I know there's a place for me. And since I've been here, I have a relationship with God that I didn't think it could get any better, and it just keeps getting better. It's getting better and better. Working a program, I'm working with the girls in the program now, an internship, and Justin's place has done so much for me. I have a family through St. Matthew's House. It's like a big family. And my dad, he is not in his addiction anymore. He is an amazing dad. He's always been an amazing dad, but he's found God. My sister's been sober for over 3 years, and she is in recovery and doing amazing. Now we have a relationship like we did when we were younger, so I talk to her every day. I have a niece that's 3 years old who's my everything. She's so precious to me. She's a beautiful little girl, and she looks up to me, and we have a friendship, me and her, that I would never imagine I could have had with anybody, the love I have for her. And my mom we're working on our relationship. It's up and down, but I still can talk to her, and she's doing better too. This program, the way it's set up with the different mods, they help you get a job. Just having an opportunity at that is like groundbreaking for me. You have a family forever that's going to help you through this. It gives me a lot more hope for a long-term recovery. I have hope now, and I really feel like I have a future with St. Matthew's House. They give you a whole nother chance that no other program that I know of gives you, and I'm just so grateful for everything that's happening to me.